It's Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. Let's talk about the news. From the Wall Street Journal, Donald Trump indicted in Georgia over effort to overturn election results. Former U.S. President Trump has received his fourth indictment, this one coming from a grand jury in Georgia that has charged him and 19 of his allies with seeking to overturn the 2020 presidential election. The charges and language in this indictment are being seen as generally more aggressive and sweeping than in the other three, which have been somewhat reserved and almost sniper-like in their specificity. These new charges allege that Trump and his allies were part of a criminal conspiracy to overturn a U.S. election and to thus undermine U.S. democracy. One of the more unusual aspects of this indictment is the use of an anti-racketeering law, more typically used to charge mafiosos to describe the actions of the defendants, who have until August 25th to turn themselves in, at which point a trial date will be set for sometime in the next 6 months. Trump is the first former president to be indicted at all, but again, this is the fourth indictment, which marks an even more substantial record, and all those cases are loading him with hefty legal fees and cramming his schedule with trial dates, time he would probably prefer to be investing in campaign-related activities. From the Associated Press, heavy rains trigger floods and landslides in India's Himalayan region. Substantial monsoon season rainfall in the Himalayan region of India has caused flooding and triggered landslides that have left at least 48 people dead. Rescue workers are still trying to free people who have been trapped under piles of debris from homes that have washed away across this mountainous area, and cloudbursts, officially defined as more than 10 centimeters, which is about 3.9 inches of rain, occurring in 10 square kilometers, which is about 3.8 square miles, within an hour. So a lot of rain in a small area in a short period of time have led to the sudden inundation of more than 700 roads and the rapid collapse of a Hindu temple that was filled with people, so that death toll is expected to climb. This follows record monsoon rains last month that killed more than 100 people over a 2-week period across this and neighboring regions. And while this sort of flooding is not unusual for this part of India, climate change is causing glaciers in the area to melt, which is making flooding more common and intense. And from Reuters, Lake Titicaca drying up as heat wave turns winter upside down. The regionally vital Lake Titicaca in Bolivia is approaching an all-time record low level, following last month's record heat and a prolonged drought throughout South America. That drought is expected to last until November for some parts of the country, and farmers in the area are becoming desperate, formerly fertile soil in the area surrounding the lake becoming lifeless dust. This parallels shrinking of other freshwater sources in the region, which has caused Argentina's farming sector to contract and a key drinking water reservoir for Uruguay's capital to all but disappear. Droughts are natural, periodic things that are becoming more common, extended, and intense as climate change messes with the global water cycle. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com. And you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts, at understandery.com.